and gentlemen, Charles Barkley.
Charles is one of the greater hosts we've ever had because if you can't make people smile and laugh with Charles Barkley, then you know you're not very good at your job. He's more beloved than damn near the Pope.
I'm hosting SNL for the fourth time for no reason. Other than Lauren Michael just wanted somebody to talk to about Black Panther.
He's a comedian. He's off the cuff, comes up with stuff, and he busts people's balls, and it's just so funny.
Hey, where in the hell is Kenan Thompson at?
Hey, you looking for me?
Yeah, do it.
Do what?
Do me. I've been watching. Do me.
Your Charles Barkley?
Hey, can somebody give me some Krispy Kremes? I want to share them with my black nerdy friend.
Well, you know, he's been in American culture for my whole life. On top of that, he has a funny sounding voice, you know, and everybody is pretty aware of that.
I don't care if you're the greatest player in the world, you're riding the finest Belgian donkey in the world, unless you and your donkey are in the game mentally, the rest doesn't mean a thing.
I mean, I think he's sort of always had a little something extra, like even back when he was doing deodorant commercials in the 90s.
Well, off to the foxes. Right guard, sports stick. Anything less would be uncivilized.
Oh, yeah. As I was saying, any knucklehead can score, but rebounding takes brains.
He's done a lot of commercials. You kind of forget that.
Introducing the tuxedo. Part ballroom, part baller.
Because you think he's kind of just doing everything off the cuff.
Does your tuxedo have cufflinks?
2 shining moments.
But when he's in front of a camera, he knows how to deliver. He knows how to deliver a line. He knows how to deliver a gesture.
What are you studying over there?
No, I was reading over here that says, heavy drink is not good for your health.
Really?
So I gotta stop.
I'm astonished by that.
Drinking what? No, I gotta start reading.
That's really good. Anyway.
And even in a scripted spot, a commercial, he knows how to do it. And he knows that a lot of times he's kind of the focal point or the butt of the jokes or the center of the creative. And he knows how to handle that moment, how to deliver. And he's amazing at it.
One shining moment. That's good.
It's Ernie Johnson in our Atlanta studio inside the NBA.
On TNT. Everybody. Nobody's dirty up there like that.
Charles Barkley.
He's under 300. Shaquille O'Neal. Can you dig it? I'm not making a face on it. Hey, I'm not in control. Okay. I can't get out. How's everybody? Hey, I'm Charles Barkley. I'm an analyst on TNT.
Is that?
What?
Oh, get it, Chuck. Get it, Chuck. Hey, Chuckster!
I was talking to Grant Hill about this, and we were talking about former NBA players and how their star fades. And you're never going to be the star you were when you were a player.
When was the last time you played basketball?
I think the day I retired.
That was it?
That was it.
I think Charles Barkley is the most popular former NBA player alive.
Who doesn't love Charles Barkley? I mean, everybody loves Charles Barkley. So he will get ears that someone else in his position might not get.
Michael, how are you enjoying your first trip to Japan?
He had a big personality.
As the only black man in America making $30 million, how does that feel?
It was funny. It was actually funny without forcing it.
You and Oprah are the only people we know making $30 million.
Oh, yeah?
How does that feel?
That puts us in a good class.
You know, Oprah and Michael Jordan, what a fascinating couple.
Like, I don't know anyone in media or outside of media who's more comfortable in his own skin.
I did it my way.
I used to always say that there's 2 people who are just having way more fun in life than the rest of us. That's Rob Gronkowski and Charles Barkley.
Have you given that game up?
I've officially retired from golf.
Officially retired?
Yep.
He just does what he wants to do when he wants to do it.
You hire anybody who's qualified to do a job. Black, white, Hispanic, Latin,
Very noble
Jewish,
on your
whatever.
part.
But when y'all start hiring pimps to do interviews during the game, I draw the line.
Wait, I need my sunglasses. Get away
Let me
from
say
me.
one thing.
Oh, my
You may
God.
make fun of my clothes, but at least I can fit in them. That's what you used to look like. That used to be you. What happened to you?
Hey, is that Velvet?
Charles is great because there's nobody else like Charles. And he gets away with saying things that would get other people in trouble or would not go down as appealingly if somebody else said it. Who knows what combination of personal qualities make that so, but it's obviously so. That Charles Barkley is just not only a dynamic personality, he's a different kind of personality. He says outrageous things, sometimes bold and insightful things, sometimes ridiculous things, but almost always entertaining.
I would like to tell the whole NBA something.
Charles is the most important voice in sports.
Listen, I know all this analytical thing is taking over because, you know, these son-in-laws of their rich daddies have to give them a job in the NBA. But the game is still won on twos, defense, and rebounding.
Charles can give you God and country and give you whatever he wants to give you. His voice is the most important voice in sports in America.
I've seen the greatest basketball players in the world as a job. That's why I call it the best job in the world. You know, I was there the night LeBron James scored 30 straight points. That was incredible.
This was one of the best individual performances I've ever seen.
I've got to watch Kobe Bryant, one of the 10 greatest basketball players. It's funny when you meet old basketball players. We all talk about, hey, did you watch that game the other night? Yeah, I was watching that game. Because that's all you're gonna do. I mean, because it's a part of your DNA. It's a part of your life.
People forget that he was a spectacular basketball player.
Philadelphia 76ers select
I bet you most of the younger generation barely even know that he played basketball.
Charles Barkley of Auburn University. The round mound of rebound.
You have to remind people sometimes.
Okay, he wasn't good, he was great.
It's out of the ordinary. It's rather extraordinary.
One of the most exciting players to come out of Barkley takes it end to end.
To Charles. Oh,
And one. I mean, my God, man, this kid right here, boy, he did whatever he wanted to do on the court.
You know, when you saw him in his uniform, you thought he was 6'8", 6'9". You know, just when you stepped on the floor with him, then you'd see him in street clothes and go like, man, this guy's not that big.
His ability to get to the ball was amazing.
I don't think there'll never ever be another 6'4" player can do what I do.
He's Muhammad Ali of basketball. He'll walk it like he talks it.
You should have seen the people dancing and shaking and moving and jumping and spinning and clapping while the beatbox is grooving and screaming and yelling while over the microphone I was
There have been people that said, well, he's Charles Barkley-like, but there has been only just one Charles.
You know, we think Zion Williamson's special. He'll be lucky to get close to Charles Barkley when it's all said and done.
That is the beauty of Barkley.
I don't mean to brag, but can't no one person stop me. But don't take that personally.
It's his game to win. Barkley, 20-footer, yes, with 1.8 seconds.
People fought just to get up front. It's the raw, untouched, pure, hard, brand new funk.
Sometimes I dream that he is me. I just want to be like Chuck. Mike.
Everybody wants to be like Mike. Mike can fly. Mike is Peter Pan. Mike is out in the stratosphere. Nobody wants to be like Charles. Because Charles had to put up with elbows in the mouth and guys 8 inches taller than him and guys even heavier and stronger. Nobody want to be like Charles. Nobody want to be a 6'5", 5.5-inch power forward. Back in the day when power forwards weren't stretch fours, power forwards were hit you in the bleeping mouth.
We're waiting for Charles Barkley to come out. Sir Charles just mopped the brow a little bit after warming up.
The 1992-93 National Basketball Association Most Valuable Player. Congratulations.
God want us to win the world championship.
I think Barkley's career,
Oh, no, I talked to him the other night.
because it lacked a championship, might be downplayed because he never got to the pinnacle like his peers did.
Here's Johnson. Johnson gets, no, he could not get it off.
You know, it makes me a little crazy when people say, well, Charles didn't win. I know Shaq and Kenny love doing this. Charles don't have a ring. Let me tell you what Shaq and Kenny didn't do. They didn't play on the most important and the best team ever. The best team ever. It ain't nothing with the Lakers. It ain't nothing with Orlando or Cleveland or Houston or North Carolina. The best and most important team in the history of basketball is the Dream Team in 1992 because it changed the world.
And Charles is on the run again. Oh, back.
Isn't this fun, Mom?
Because Charles was the most charismatic person on that team.
To shine on that team told you that there was something very special about Charles Barkley.
For about a decade, he was as good as there was in this league. And look, I covered the Dream Team. He was the best player on the team.
Charles Barkley.
And he was great in big moments. He was great in the playoffs. He was a force for a very long time until his body broke down.
And Hill with 6 points.
Uh-oh, Charles is hurt.
That's a quadriceps muscle but it looks like he's looking down around his ankle now, isn't it?
The most notable moment around Charles prior to him coming on the show was the night that he actually hurt himself, and we all kind of knew that that was it for Charles.
And then I remember his press conference when he walks in, he sits down at the table and he says,
Well, guys, I guess sex is definitely out of the question tonight.
Thanks for telling us.
I'm just letting you know that.
And then I knew, there was going to be a battle to get Charles.
If he's going to be on TV doing the NBA, he's either going to go to NBC or he's going to come to TNT.
The NBA came to prominence, in the late 90s and early 2000s. NBC actually owned all of the sports world between the NFL and the NBA and baseball and the Olympics. It was a spectacular time at NBC. NBC was then the #1 network in prime time, and the NBA became a real part of the cultural conversation.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan.
People still associate, they still associate John Tesh's round ball rock with the NBA. I think those of us at NBC really felt that NBC's coverage of the NBA was best in class.
Ernie Johnson in Atlanta, joined by Charles Barkley of the Philadelphia 76ers. I knew TNT was going to put up their best possible offer and try to lure him to our studios. But, the money was on NBC doing it, and... Would you change anything about yourself?
Well, I don't think so. I think, number one, you can't worry about what people think about you.
Charles had been here a couple times prior to him deciding where he was ultimately going to land. He had been a guest.
50% of the people in the world are going to like you, and 50% of the people are going to dislike you, no matter how you are.
I remember us talking about not having the same properties as NBC had, and that we would need to win him over with the people.
Really has been. Continued success wherever that may be next season.
I haven't had any success. I need success.
No, you've had success. Maybe you'll get that championship, too. Charles Barkley, our guest here in the studio.
Charles developed this incredible friendship with Dick Ebersol, who was the chairman of NBC Sports, and Dick really recognized, probably before anybody, that Charles could be a tremendous force in broadcasting, and really became a mentor to Charles in many ways. And I think that we all thought, because of that relationship and because of the strength and power of the NBA and NBC, Charles would be coming to NBC Sports.
Wake up, Chuck! Because he mentioned it like 2 years before I retired. He said, you ever thought about television? I said, not really. He says, you're going to be great on television. He said, but you're always going to be in trouble. I said, what does that mean? He says, Charles, when people tell you they want to hear the truth, they really don't mean that. Well, it was a very difficult decision for me to come to Inside because I did a favor for a friend of mine. He says, why don't you just sit down with the TNT people? I says, yeah, I do it for you. It may help your career. He said, you can get a free meal and a cigar out of it. And I had one of the great nights, and I'm talking to the guys. I said, so, the main thing I want to use TV for is to be able to talk about social issues and things like that. Obviously, I know basketball is the most important thing. But when stuff happens, I want to be able to talk about social issues and things like that. And they're like, you can do it, you can do it. He said, obviously basketball is our #1 priority. I said, I tell you what, you guys was great. We had a long dinner without a smoke cigars. I got home about 1 in the morning, but I'd already signed with NBC. I called my agent. I said, hey man, I think I'm in trouble. He says, what's wrong? He says, I want to go to TNT. He says, well, you want me to call Dick Ebersol? I says, no, let me do it. He said, no, do me a favor. He said, sleep on it. And I couldn't sleep. And I stayed up all night, got up around 6 o'clock in the morning. I said, hey, man, I'm going to Turner. And that was a very difficult conversation. And I really appreciate him for recommending this business to me. But going to TNT was one of the best decisions I ever made.
Maybe he lucked into it, but if he made a considered choice, he made the right choice because the freewheeling format at TNT just allowed him to be Charles. Would he have had an impact on NBC or anyplace else? Absolutely, he would have. But it's just more expansive. He just got to do all those Charles Barkley things to a greater extent on TNT than he would have been able to do anywhere else.
It was a sad day for NBC, an incredible day for Turner Sports, and I don't think the NBA broadcasting world has ever been the same.
Man, I'll see you for the conference final. Y'all, my God, the West should be crazy. Oh, yeah. Ede! What up, boy? What up, Big? Why you been playing crap music lately?
No, it's some good stuff.
No, baby, we need loud music. Like before I go to a game, I got Tupac, Biggie, Public Enemy going. It's just gonna put me to sleep. I'm gonna be bored on TV. I want America to see this deliciousness in full effect. I want y'all to appreciate this beauty. My bad, Chuck. No, what if she had to cut my eyebrow? Thank you. What's up, everybody?
What's up, Charles?
How y'all doing? The number one thing when I travel, I hear people say, man, you guys make me laugh so hard. And they say, it's more fun watching you guys than the game.
Yeah.
Nobody want to talk about basketball and be serious from 8 to 2 in the morning. The key to our whole night is we hope we get a good game. The only time things get a little dicey is when we have to, you know, most people don't understand. We go on television at 8 o'clock at night, we're on at 2:30 in the morning. Perfect scenario is to have 2 great games. But the worst case scenario is to have bad games. And that's when everybody upstairs at work kicks in. We try to make people try to have fun for those hours.
Listen, if you're going to suck as a team, is it good to lose in New York? No, that's not a good. But I'm just saying, though, at least you live in New York. Imagine, think about it. Sacramento sucks, and you got to live in Sacramento. No, but listen what I'm saying. I've seen a New York.
I've never heard an analyst on TV say, he sucks, or that team sucks. I'd never heard that before, and I was like, yo, did Charles just say they suck?
That was not said on television. People did not say that in those days. You know, in other words, you don't kill your own product. Well, he did.
And watch the LA Lakers take on the Milwaukee Bucks tomorrow night on your computer, tablet.
If y'all pay $6.99 for that, y'all get bamboozled.
No, it's for the whole season. For the whole season. It's not for just
Let us stray.
Holy shit. You know, you got feedback from people saying, what you're doing is the right thing.
America, please don't pay $6 for that one kid. Come on, man.
Everybody knows 10% positive on Twitter means you're really doing well. And we were getting like 80% positive because Chuck was just saying whatever he wanted, especially the truth.
When he says to you, basically, I ain't watching this game. I don't expect you to either, which, you know, management may not love, but I do, because he's saying what is real, what is true. And I have great respect for that. But once again, don't try this at home, kids, because you can't get away with it.
You broke the mold on these shows. You know, you made it okay for us to not just talk about the game itself. If the game was no good, you know, and you'd talk about something else, we always promote at the end of the show, coming up next on TNT.
Oh, the movie.
And the movie. One Night Stand is next on the East Coast on TNT.
Should we watch that? Wesley Snipes?
You know, I don't want to make Mr. Turner mad. Go to bed on the East Coast.
And The Pretender on the West Coast.
Stay up on the West Coast.
That's a wrap for Inside. And actually, the guys upstairs in programming were like, you got to tell Charles to stop criticizing the movies that are about to come on TNT. Yeah. And so they gave you that word, and then the next night, we say, coming up next on TNT, it's this movie, and Charles says, I've been told that if I don't think a movie's any good or if it sucks, I'm not supposed to say anything, so I won't say anything.
He has rope that no one else has on television. Who has that? in sports TV. Nobody has that. No one has it. And Turner lets them go. And I love that.
We've come up with a little innovation here, a little game show that we like to call... Thank you, Rob. Who he played for.
So basically, this segment is about the most respected NBA analyst not knowing which teams particular players play for, and everybody having fun with the fact that he doesn't know that.
Kendall Gill.
Oh, you gotta know this
play
one.
For?
Gotta know.
Kendall
Gotta
Gill.
know.
No, that was last year. He plays for the Chicago Bulls.
You think I keep up with these fools doing all
Let's go to Antonio Daniels.
You gotta
Tell
know
me, Charles, who he played for.
Portland, isn't he?
No.
That was Portland anymore.
He is now with the Sonics. So much for our first and probably last edition of Who He Played For.
Only Charles can do that and not suffer in any way as a result of people, well, he doesn't know what he's talking about. No, Charles knows what he's talking about. He knows that there's some guys who aren't worth talking about.
Lee Malone.
Oh, you gotta know Lee. Come on, Chuck. You gotta know.
Who he played for?
You played with those fella.
Who does he play for?
The New York Knicks. Oh,
Last year, he played for Memphis.
yeah.
So who he play for this year?
The Milwaukee Bucks.
No, he still plays for Memphis.
Charlotte Bobcats.
Oh.
Okay, my bad.
I think you have to be realistic about who you are and what you are. Like, dude, you dribble a basketball.
I'm certain that you know where it is, the Democratic Republic of the Congo.
So if you can't have fun at your own expense, you really need to go see Dr. Phil.
That's not the Congo. That's not Congo.
Okay, hey, Charles, I want to take a guess up here, so.
You don't have to be a fan of the NBA to like our show. There's a lot of people that will watch a show and not even big basketball fans.
Outstanding job.
1 out of 6.
It's just become this larger-than-life show that transcends just a sports show. It's a variety show.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey.
We had to work on New Year's Eve, and Charles knew about this from the time we were at Christmas, and he was belly aching the entire time. So we convinced Charles that we were going to actually have a party.
Oh, that's Frankie Beverly right there. Hold on one second. That's Frankie Beverly right there. Hey, that's Frankie Beverly right there.
And everybody came in dressed up, and we kept taping these skits. While Charles was on the set, you know, we had Chris Webber was in the party.
Okay, you told me he was.
We had music, we had people dancing, and Charles was just getting all giddy.
The party continuing here in
When
the
we
building.
got close to the end of it, you know, we're like, okay, this show's over, Charles.
And I know you want to get to the party. I got to sign the show off.
Come on, let's go.
You've been there. You take the man to the party.
They're going to continue to
Happy
show.
New
Are they
Year,
going to show the
America.
performance?
Yes, exactly.
All right, let's see how the party's doing.
Oh, the party's over, Chuck. The party's
The look on his face, like we had gotten him so bad, he looked like a little kid just got his cookie taken away from him.
Hey, we missed the party, Chuck. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, the party over.
As far as the gags go, my personal favorite, it was part of a show that we did after the NBA show called Sir Charles Theater. Charles, Kenny, Ernie would talk about the movie that was coming up on TNT after the NBA. The set was very sort of medieval. One of the key pieces, there was a suit of armor standing in the corner holding a pillow with a big crown that Charles would wear. The suit of armor happened to be mine because at the time I was actually doing professional jousting.
I just thought it was a suit of armor that he had, and he goes, no, I go to parties and we scare kids. And I like, you do what?
I suggested that we pull a little prank on Charles.
I know you'd probably like to take that thing home and
No.
sit it.
Actually, I put dibs on it.
How about on the suit of armor? Don't you?
TK loved to rerun that clip over and over.
And that's it for this edition of Chili's Thursday Night Theater. Stay tuned for the dramatic conclusion.
I wonder if he's like a turtle. If I knock him on his back, that he just can't get up.
Easiest guy to scare the shit out of on earth, and I thank the Lord for it every night. So he's a perfect foil.
Hey, this is Charles Barkley. I hope you're enjoying the NBA playoffs on TNT. And I hope you have enjoyed my T-Mobile Fave 5 list. I'm a dumbass.
What's one of the times you've laughed the hardest?
Oh, the diaper change.
Remove the covering. It's hard to top the diaper changing contest. When he had been on paternity leave, and he questioned. He questioned. He comes back to work after a couple of weeks. Charles is like, well, it's good to see you. Your wife's the one who had the hard work. You know, she's the one who had the baby. And Kenny's like, oh, no, I had to be there. I always had to change diapers. He says, you don't know how to change a diaper.
I knew he had never changed a diaper, just on instinct. And I knew that he was such a clean freak, he'd be terrified.
This was never talked about in a production meeting. This was something that after that discussion in the pregame came up, TK, Steve Fiorello, the rest of the crew says we should do something about diaper changing. We should have a contest.
And then this shows you the beauty of the show. It was one of the stagehands came up to me. He said, I got an idea. He goes, I'm going to take a Baby Ruth and microwave it and put it in Chuck's baby's diaper.
Mark, get set, go.
So when he opens it, it's going to look like, you know what?
Charles.
It was the perfect close-up. It just slowly fell. He actually thought that it was the real thing, which was amazing.
That was hilarious. I mean, it was just tremendous.
I just had number one. You had number two. You had number two.
Shaq.
No, we know that.
I fainted for a sucker. It was the weirdest thing. Shaq,
Come on, Joe.
I fainted for a sucker. It was crazy. Like,
never